Today I will start the power line carrier communication. It is one of the topic in the power system protection, power system operation and protection. This particular topic deal with the communication between substation A and B, or in case of power station to substation, and in case of load dispatch center to substation or load dispatch center to power station. What happened due to day-to-day working, there is some problem arise due to fault, some problem arise due to load shedding, some problem arise due to failure of transformer, some problem arise due to failure of the generating unit. So from time to time it is necessary to pass the information to the all persons who are working in the substation, so that necessary steps should be taken immediately as soon as any abnormal condition occur. So people who are working in the substation, they take immediate action for its rectification. So for this the information should be passed very fast. So this PLCC arrangement given on the substation, it is giving information from time to time or minute to minute information can be passed. We do not depend upon the network of mobile or network of BSNL or network of any PNT department service. So because in that case there is a lot of delay occur in the operation, and during that time our system become unstable. So to avoid this situation, PLCC is used for communication purpose. This is a tower line on which on two phase PLCC line are connected, and the power line carrier communication frequency is about 100 Hz to 450 Hz. You can select any substation frequency according to your choice or according to design of the equipment. So any two wire, either R phase, Y phase, or Y phase or B phase, or R phase or B phase, you can use minimum two phase for communication. Why two phase? Suppose one phase is become faulty, or if there is any problem in one phase, then your communication will not stop due to that, and second phase will be started the communication. So this particular diagram I have shown for PLCC, in which the components are shown. They are very simple. Main component of PLCC is wave trap and coupling capacitor, and other equipments are the supporting equipments for that, in which you see here lightning arrestor is there for preventing lightning stroke to enter in the substation or PLCC unit. Then there is a coupling capacitor, its value is 10,000 picofarad. There is a wave trap, its value is 10 millihenry. Then there is a line matching unit for impedance matching of the two network or two circuits, a power circuit and communication circuit. Then the communication network equipment are there. There is a trunk call selectors to use the number to be dialed from one substation to another substation. Then there is a PBX unit. That PBX unit used for connecting number of people working on substation A and B by giving their individual number. Then there is a teleprotection unit. This protect the total system from any type of fault in the system. Then there is a telemeter unit. Telemetering unit, it count the number of times you have talked between the two substations, so that for purpose of calculation of revenue, this is necessary, telemetering. Then for telecontrol, the parameter of frequency, voltage, current, they are all controlled by telecontrol unit, so that whole system operate under stable condition. So here on 132 kV, 220 kV and 400 kV, these substations, they are carrying with all this PLCC arrangement, and in future whatever new substation are coming at 50 and 1050 kV, they will also connected by the same PLCC arrangement. So here once again I just explain this diagram. Come to close to this diagram so that you can observe it closely. Is it? So here you see that there is a tower on which any two phase we have taken for this, and from that we will communicate. So lightning arrestor, coupling capacitor, line matching unit, TCS, PBX, teleprotection, telemeter, telecontrol. Now it is simple, as you know from the basics, that when inductive reactance is there, it offers low impedance for low frequency and high impedance for high frequency. Similarly, capacitor, it is reverse of that. It offers low impedance for high frequency and high impedance for low frequency. So here we have to separate the two frequency. Power frequency we have to separate from audio frequency, and audio frequency we have to separate from power frequency. So audio frequency used for communication and power frequency for power transmission. So on the same wire, this carrier run for higher frequency, so that separation takes place on both the substation by providing wave trap and coupling capacitor, and easily we can talk from between substation A and B. The necessity of this PLCC, as I told you, that whenever there is any type of abnormal condition, now abnormal condition in power system occur which is unpredictable, maybe fault, maybe load shedding, maybe sudden rise of voltage, maybe sudden rise of load, maybe failure of generating unit. Whatever type of abnormal condition occur in the system, for maintaining the stability of the system, it is necessary to pass information from substation A to B, or substation to power station to load dispatch center. So proper instructions will be given by the engineers who are controlling the system, and according to that we will take the action and complete activities, 24-hour activities we can control by PLCC. So PLCC is so important for power system operation, and its stability. That's why this is very important. So normally in exam, question asked like this: draw the diagram of PLCC and explain. So diagram, it is shown on the board, you are seeing it, and explanation I have already given you. Number of units, their functions, and all values are also given. I have given one tower on the left side of the board, in which any two phase you can use for communication purpose, and three-phase transmission for power. It is like that. So there is no problem of understanding in this particular diagram, and this is a block diagram. Normally a 10-mark question or 6-mark question asked in the exam. Draw the block diagram of PLCC and explain it. So advantage is that fast communication, first thing, maintain stability under any abnormal condition, pass information from time to time to operate the substation. Any type of abnormal condition occur on power station, substation or load dispatch center, the PLCC will have a media for fast communication of information from one place to another place in the network. So in the power system network, there are three networks are very important. That is tie line between two power stations, substation to power station, load dispatch center to power station, load dispatch center to substation. So in all these areas, whenever there is a problem arise, then immediately communication takes place and necessary action for controlling the system, it can be done, and power system stability can be maintained. So this is all about the PLCC block diagram and its explanation. If any problem you face in this particular section or in this particular topic or the article, then you can ask me on my number, or put the difficulties on WhatsApp, so I will provide you the solution. Basically it is very simple to understand, because there is nothing but two important components are there, wave trap and coupling capacitor. Their value you must know, 10 millihenry, it is value 8 to 10 millihenry is the value of wave trap inductor, and coupling capacitor have value 8000 to 10,000 picofarad. So these two important components are there for low pass and high pass filter, they act as, and other equipment which are provided, it is for the communication purpose. Below all line matching unit, all the component, they are the communication equipment, and above line matching unit, it is the power equipment. So this is all about the PLCC. So you take this notes, short note you can write, whatever I speak, you just go through this speech and draw the diagram as shown in the on the board, so you can understand it better, and if any problem you can ask to me. Thank you.